No, we're definitely thinking about that for sure. It drives the mindset for this game. You know, a very tough physical team that could create havoc if you give them the opportunity. And we have to take care of the ball. That's the biggest thing, and then just match that energy up front, knowing about their DI.
You guys have a lot of new faces too, and plenty of you guys were here for that game. How do you kind of let the new guys know about last year?
It starts from the top down. Coach Reed presents us with a challenge every Monday or every Tuesday, and from there we go about our work week accordingly. And it's been that way since I've been here. And every single week is a new challenge. And this week we got to match the physicality that Vrabel brings with every single defense that he has, the kind of the mentality that he played with. And then on top of that, we got to take care of the football. And on the other side of the ball, we know that they got a tough, hard-nosed running game, and we got to stop one of the best running backs that's ever played the game.
Travis, Jody's down. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but just your impressions of Jordan Franks, the practice squad tight end, since
Man, it's fun to see him progress. We have a great locker room. Coach Melvin's got us all fired up every single day, playing with our inner 10-year-old, as he likes to say, and get out there on the grass every day. And it's just seeing Jordan build every single week. His attention to detail is awesome, man, and that's what you want to see out of a teammate, out of somebody in the building, is their want to keep learning and want to keep getting better. And sure enough, he's been doing an absolute unbelievable job getting the defense ready, as well as keep inclining as a player himself.
What are you seeing from the growth with the receivers so far?
Well, they were all very established before they got here. We're talking about Juju and MVS. Obviously, Mecole has been a guy that we know we can just get the ball in his hands, but even his routes have progressed just with reps. With more reps you get with 1-5. Patrick Mahomes he's special for a reason, because he makes guys around him better. And the more reps that he gets with you, the more communication that he has with you, the better off we are as a team, because we're on the same page and stuff. So I think you'll slowly see everybody keep rising to the occasion and keep kind of emerging in this offense.
What do you see out of Kadarius Toney so far out there in the practice field that makes you believe he's going to be a good, solid contributor to the team?
He brings energy. I think his ability speaks for itself. He's very quick and put his foot in the ground with the best of them, and he's special with the ball in his hands. He's one of those guys where his awareness is crazy. You think he's got eyes in the back of his head because he sees guys coming from different angles and stuff. So haven't seen the full arsenal that is him yet, but I think he's definitely going to help us out in the near future, definitely in the long run for sure.
You weren't with him before, but how excited do you sense he is to have this fresh start in Kansas City with you guys?
You just see that he's excited to play football. He's excited to be in the building, and I think I'm not sure what it was anywhere else, but I know that right now he's been an awesome teammate, and he's been constantly trying to learn. And it's just been fun getting in the huddle and helping him build and getting comfortable.
Travis, just with how different the receivers are as compared to last year, do you see defenses still trying to adjust to what you guys are doing?
Yeah, well, 100%. I think the element of surprise or the element of something new, you can't really scheme it up, and I think that's definitely helped us out, as well as Pat playing his tail off and understanding where to go to the ball, even more so than he was the years prior. He just keeps getting better every single week. So it's just, I think defenses are still trying to figure out exactly how we're using all these pieces, knowing that we got a bunch of new pieces, and I think that's helping us definitely.
On the same question, what does it mean about the tight end room to be able to be part of the unexpected stuff for other teams' defenses? You guys are involved in the offense, but the tight end specifically, you guys have a lot of options. And what does it say about your room and Andy Reid's trust in you guys?
I'm a little biased, man. I think the tight end room has got more of an advantage than any other position on the field, just because of our size and our ability, and especially the guys that we got in that room. So definitely a little biased when it comes to getting excited about us getting involved, but I think we can keep growing, and then sure enough, I think Blake Bell's on the horizon here, so we can get all four of us back in there.
Just to follow up on what you said earlier, is there a certain enjoyment to not knowing exactly what the defense is going to? It seemed like last year it got to where it was pretty typical.
No, it was still it was still exciting. It was still fun. I think I get excited for a new game plan more than anything. How are we going to attack these guys? How can I get excited? How can I visualize how I'm going to attack my opponent all week long, and all the various outcomes that could come on any single play or any given play? And it's just, that's what you get fired up for. That's what fuels my excitement for every Sunday or every game day, is that ability to get excited for the plays, not just for me, but for everybody on the field, man.
Travis, I know throughout the season, man, last year, you got a lot of jam coverage and everything, but you kind of found a way out of it. But this year, just as you get extended into the years, how do you feel you've just been able to just maintain your body throughout the season? It seems like you've been doing a really good job of that this year. Just how have you been able to do that?
I've been very fortunate, man. Been very fortunate to be as healthy as I've been over the course of my career. There's a game where you can get put in some tough situations, and I've been fortunate to be able to put this pads on for the amount of time that I have been out there. And with that comes a lot of, preparation, and comes a lot of work with the trainers in this building. My guy Alex Casel, and there's so many, people that there are so many things, so many variables that go into that. It's hard to just pinpoint one, man. I've just been very fortunate and always trying to, go to work and make sure I'm ready for any situation.
Travis, the 49ers game was another game that you guys fell behind early by double digits, came back and won big. The game started with a pick, and you guys got down 10-0, and the 49ers can be a good defensive team, and that building is starting to get loud. How does none of that get you guys out of your comfort zone?
Well, we know we can put points up fast, and that's the biggest thing. We know what we're capable of, and I think that kind of it helps you gauge what's possible and what's not. And then on top of that, you can't let doubt seep in at any point in the game. As soon as you let doubt seep in, you might as well throw the white flag or, call it quits. You just got to have the mentality of keep fighting and keep finding ways. And we got full trust in our defense to be able to keep us in games, and I'm sure they got full trust in us to be able to put up points no matter how many we need, man.
Last one, Sam.
I don't think we've asked you about your podcast yet. I just wondered how that came about and just how you're enjoying it.
I'm having a blast, man. It's fun to see. It's fun to just do something with my brother weekly, and I think he's said it a few times how it's been good to just have that set amount of time to be able to just sit down and chat, knowing that everybody gets caught in the routines of work and kind of get distance a little from their family if they're grinding, or it can happen. So it's just been cool to hang out with him and just talk about just about everything out there, man. That guy, he's a funny dude, man. So it's always like we're just kicking it at dinner, back when we were in high school and college together, and it's cool to see everyone, react to our relationship.
Travis Kelce is used to pressure. It's part of the job when you're one of the NFL's biggest stars. A 3-time Super Bowl champion and half of the league's most iconic quarterback-tight end duo. But this season, the Kansas City Chiefs' superstar tight end seems to be feeling that weight more than ever. Between the relentless grind of the NFL schedule, his ever-growing public persona, and the demands of his life off the field, Kelce appears to be walking a tightrope few can handle, and cracks are beginning to show. According to insiders close to the Chiefs, the tension has been building quietly for weeks. There's just a different energy around him. One source shared, "He's still Travis, loud, funny, charismatic, but lately you can see the edge. He's snappier, more easily frustrated. The pressure is getting to him." That pressure burst into public view during a recent on-field outburst that had fans and commentators raising eyebrows. Kelce, usually the heartbeat of the Chiefs' offense and Mahomes' most trusted target, lost his temper after a miscommunication during a key play. Cameras caught every second, the clenched jaw, the glare, the words exchanged. And though the moment was brief, it left a lasting impression. But just days later, Kelce made a move that said more than any apology could. For Patrick Mahomes' birthday, he reportedly spent nearly $70,000 on fine wine and high-end luxury watches, a grand gesture that spoke volumes about their friendship and professional bond. The timing was no coincidence. The two had just launched their joint venture, a Kansas City steakhouse that has already become a local sensation. Travis knows how important his relationship with Patrick is, said another insider. They're not just teammates, they're business partners, friends, and the core of the entire Chiefs offense. He can't afford for tension to linger between them. Their chemistry isn't just about touchdowns. It's about trust on and off the field. It's easy to forget that professional athletes like Kelce aren't just playing a game, they're managing empires. Between brand endorsements, business ventures, podcasts, and personal commitments, the modern NFL star is more CEO than simply player. For Kelce, that means balancing weekly game preparation with media appearances, public expectations, and his private life constantly under scrutiny. And lately, it's all been converging at once. The Chiefs are in the midst of one of their most challenging stretches in years, facing opponents who've studied every inch of their playbook, every drop, every missed block, every sideline expression, is dissected in real time by millions of fans and critics online. The same energy that once fueled Kelce's charm and confidence now risks boiling over. There's also the emotional toll. Being the face of a franchise comes with immense responsibility. When the team wins, it's glory. When they lose, it's blame. And as one of the most recognizable figures in football, Kelce doesn't get to turn it off when the whistle blows. The expectations from the organization, the fans, and even his business partners are relentless. Still, the heart of the story isn't about tension or temper. It's about resilience. Travis Kelce's strength has always been his ability to channel emotion into performance. Every big moment in his career, from clutch playoff catches to game-winning drives, has come from that same fire that sometimes threatens to spill over. The key is keeping it under control. And those close to him say that's exactly what he's working on now. What's perhaps most fascinating is how his relationship with Mahomes continues to evolve through it all. Their connection is more than just professional chemistry, it's mutual respect built over years of shared triumphs and setbacks. Together, they've redefined what a quarterback-tight end partnership can be. When Mahomes rolls out under pressure, it's Kelce looks for. When Kelce needs a spark, it's Mahomes' confidence that steadies him. Their bond is the Chiefs' heartbeat, and both men know it. Behind the headlines and highlight reels, the story of Travis Kelce this season is really the story of balance, of what it takes to stay grounded while living at the peak of fame. For every win, there's a whisper of exhaustion. For every business success, there's another demand on his time. And for every viral clip, there's the quiet reminder that the world is always watching. In the end, Kelce's outburst and his grand gesture afterward tell the same story, that he cares deeply about his team, his partnership with Mahomes, and the legacy they're building together. The $70,000 gifts weren't about luxury, they were about loyalty. A reminder that even under pressure, some bonds are worth protecting at any cost. As the season grinds on and the spotlight grows even brighter, all eyes are on how Kelce responds. Will the pressure forge him into something stronger, or will the strain show more cracks? If history is any indicator, bet on Kelce to rise. After all, he's built his career on performing when the stakes are highest. For now, Kansas City holds its breath, watching its stars navigate the thin line between greatness and burnout. Because for the Chiefs to stay on top, one thing is certain, the Mahomes-Kelce connection has to stay as strong as ever. And no matter how intense the season gets, that bond might just be their greatest play of all.